Chapter 1. Working together is success. The Falcon's Nest. That night, we slept on the grass under the tree. In the morning, our first task was to make a ladder. We had to have a ladder in order to climb into the house that we were going to build on a giant tree. We had plenty of rope that we needed pieces of bamboos to make the steps of the ladder and also to make some bows and arrows. We found some bamboos growing by the river at some distance from the wood. We cut the pieces we needed and bound them together in a bundle to carry back to the wood. On our way there, Ernest carried the bundle while Fritz and I held our guns ready, as we never knew what wild animals we could meet. Our brave dog, Flora, walked in front of us. Suddenly, Flora jumped into some bushes, barking excitedly. Immediately, a flock of flamingos flew out. It took us a long time to make the ladder, but we succeeded in finishing it before nightfall. Then, we had to fix it to one of the lower branches of our giant tree. We did this by shooting an arrow with a rope attached to it over the branch. The ladder was then pulled up and fixed in place. It took us several days to make our house on the tree. The younger boys helped by searching for plants on the seashore. They loaded these on the backs of the cow and the donkey and brought them to us. Fritz and I were busy cutting away the branches in the middle of the tree. Then we nailed down some planks and made a floor with a wooden fence around it. We hung 6 hammocks onto some higher branches. Finally, we covered the branches above us with a sailcloth to make a roof. Later on, I intended to make a wooden roof. The sailcloth, which made the roof, also formed 2 walls of the house. The third wall was the trunk of the tree. The fourth side was left open. It gave us a beautiful view over the treetops to the ocean. Beside all this, I made a table and some benches which I placed at the foot of the tree. That was our dining room. By Sunday, our home was finished. That day, we kept as we always did for prayer, rest and pleasant talk. I think it's time for us to give a name to our home. I said to my family, and we ought to give names to the other parts of the island that we know. Let's think of names that will remind us of our adventures. A good idea, they all agreed. First of all, we shall give name to the bay where we landed. Let's call it Safety Bay, said my wife, because the God brought us safely here. We all agreed that the name was an excellent one. The place where we found the flamingo should be called Flamingo Marsh, said Ernest, and again we all approved. Let's call the bridge Family Bridge, my wife suggested, because all the family helped to make it. Let's give the name of Cape Disappointment to the place where we looked in vain for the sailors. I said, let's call the river Jackal River, said Jack. So far we went in complete agreement. However, We could not agree on the name of our new home. What about Tree Castle or Fig Town? The boy suggested, but I did not like the name. Call it Eagle's Nest, said Fritz. Our house is more like a nest than a castle or a town. The eagle is the king of birds, and we are like kings here. We are not kings, yet I told him, let's call it Falcon's Nest, and I hope that you are all as brave as falcons. Yes, yes, the boys shouted out. We shall call it Falcon's Nest. Why should we work as a team? Teams are formed when individuals with a common taste, preference, liking, and attitude come and work together for a common goal. Teams play a very important role in organizations as well as in our personal lives. Coming together is a beginning. Keep together is a progress. Working together is a success. Henry Ford. Teamwork among a diverse group of people will almost always reveal new and fresh ideas. And those new ideas are invaluable in today's competitive world. If you want to improve efficiency in your work, get your teammates to work together. This will allow you to split different tasks into more manageable chunks and complete them faster. The quality you expect from your project may be difficult for one person to handle, but with teamwork, you get the best that everyone has to offer. If you want people to feel better about themselves and the job they are doing, get them to work together. The moral boost is to realize the importance of teamwork at the work. When teamwork is a priority, your teammates will feel that their work is valued. They can contribute to a successful result. They have something special to offer. That boost in moral makes every aspect of your work better. Group cohesion is essential for works focused on success. Without it, individuals will be more likely to apply their efforts for their own benefits rather than the benefits of the team. And with everyone working towards slightly different purposes, the project and the work will suffer. Working as a team allows your teammates to see the success and failures of others in a supportive environment. More than that, working as a team allows your teammates to learn from one another. The encouragement and support you get from working together as a team make the accomplishments that much sweeter. That can feed over into a renewed sense of individual purpose and confidence that can reinforce the group as well. In the teamwork, there is fast innovation. There may be some overlapping in ideas, but there is still plenty of opinions. Those opinions give you the opportunity for faster and more reactive innovation. When an individual works together as part of a team, there is a sense of self-monitoring that is not present when they work alone. When your partner works together and succeeds together, they form strong working relationships. Those relationships can grow mutual trust and maybe even friendship under the right circumstances.